Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Setiyani Eky from Akidah Filsafat Islam. John Paul Trilogy, Simulacra and Simulation. The simulacrum is never that which conceals the truth, it is the truth which conceals that there is none. The simulacrum is true. We can take as the best simulated allegory the story of Borges, in which the cartographers of the empire drew maps to detail that it ended up completely covering the realm of official revival in the six systems, which were more resilient material than meaning because they fit all systems of equality, all opposition. Binary and combinatorial algebra, it is no longer a matter of imitation or a duplication or even parody. A hyperreal is subsequently shielded from the imaginary and from any differences between the real and the imaginary, leaving room only for the repetition of the orbital model and the generation of the simulated difference. Note: there is already magic working in the mirror, but even more so when this image can be removed from the mirror and transport spirit reproduction at will. Hence, a reproduction implies some kind of black magic from the fact of being seduced by the image of himself in water. Like Narcissus, to being haunted by his twin, and who knows, to the mortal death of the immense technical apparatus secret to the women's as his own image, and would return to him, concealing and distorting the endless reproduction of himself and his power to the limits of the world. Furthermore, in Monod's book, there are glaring contradictions which reflection the ambiguity of all skins today. All things do not fit into an indeterminate third-order model. This is a weak TV definition that condemns the viewers to rearrange some of the different points into a kind of abstract work. Doesn't not the emancipation of children and adolescents on the interior phase of the revolution has based on which the principles of emancipation has been established, looks like the true emancipation of the parents. And young people seem to feel indeed they are even more pressing demands for presence and advice from parents or teacher. Therefore, there was no question of abandoning them. They will trouble them not with a spontaneous emotional or material request, but with an urgency that is banished up fixed by implicit audible knowledge. Hyperdependence fails, but for all its worth, a naked request with no possible answer. The context of knowledge of affective relation, pedagogical reference, or kinship has been eliminated in the act of emancipation. What remains is only the request associated with the empathy form of the institution, the opposite demand, and for that reason even more stubborn. Desire that is transferable, desire that has been fed by legs based left empathy, liberate, desire capture in the distinct image, desire as pure form hyperreal. Now this is literally a request, and it is clear that unlike cycles or transferable relationship, this one here unreclaimable and unstoppable. Give us your knowledge, your presence, you have the work, speak, and are therefore it. They also pay us audibus to deny it even more. In the same way, the student goes through his audible number, his education number becomes familiar, close approaches dominates, but this is not desire, this is a simulation, very different from the real libidinal page of knowledge and power of, or even the real sorrow and the absence of the same. Now that we have reached the phase of helpless reproduction and where the stakes are nil, The simulacrum is maximal simulation except cabaret and parody at the same time and endless of psychoanalysis and from the same reason. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.